So it's the morning of July 4th. It's about 10:45 in the morning. I have just a counter full of parts, a completely torn apart Yamaha RD350 engine, and we're going to put the crank back in it. The crank checked out okay, the bearings looked good, and rods were fine. The cylinders needed bored a second over, so we'll be putting a fresh top end on it, and it's going to be an all-day project if I get it done today, so I'm curious to see how long this takes. Here we go. Putting the Yamaha bond on the cases to seal the crankcase halves. Fitting new crank seals on both sides. The crank's been dropped in place, and so is the transmission. Everything lines up. Time to put the case halves together. The drive pinion's on, the cases are together, the gear shift mechanism is in, shifting works good. We're going to put the clutch in it. And the ignition is back on, and I think we're ready, just about, to get this thing back in the frame. Alright, we have an engine back in the frame. I'll get that thing bolted up and we'll put the top end on it. The pistons have been slipped halfway into the cylinders and the wrist pin's in place. I already have the wrist pin bearing in the connecting rod. And we're going to slip it all together. May take a try or two. And let's go ahead and lower the cylinder. Alright, pistons installed successfully. And the heads need torqued to 15 foot-pounds. Now we're doing a bit of fast forwarding. You can see the oil injector is in place, both exhausts are in place, carburetors are in place, so we'll get the tank on it, we'll get it timed, we'll get a battery in it, cables hooked up, and see what we have. Now we set the timing. So it's now a day later. It's time to pour some gas in the tank, see if everything works, see if it fires, see if the new cylinders and pistons are installed right, if the transmission works, if the clutch is correct, carburation, are all the cables and electrical hooked up. I'm going to put some gas in it and we'll see what we got. Okay, the moment of truth. Guy right now. Wow, it sounds good. Okay, let's check the fluid levels and take it for a ride. I immediately took the bike out for a 50-mile ride and it performed flawlessly. It's so gratifying to do this kind of work and to know that the engine on a 38-year-old motorcycle is in great shape. All the gears, the clutch, everything is good. It has new oil seals, new piston and rings, new bore, and it's running modern synthetic oils, so it should be able to take anything I can throw at it.